Hi girls and boys, it's Mrs. Myers here again with your phonics session today. Okay, we are going to start by consolidating one of our special friend sounds today, and it is this one. Do you know what sound it makes? Qu, 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 qu. Super job. Right, I am going to mix it in with all of our other sounds that we know, and when you see it, I would like you to say, found you. Are we ready? Unk. Keep looking. X, z, and th. Qu. Found you. Well done. Did you see it there? Shall we try it again? Z, yeah. Sh. Qu. Found you. Keep your eyes peeled in case it comes out up again. Ooh. J. Ooh, super, everybody. Right, I'm just going to spread my cards out over here because I'm going to use them now. I'm just going to keep my close by. I'm going to use them now for building our words of spelling. Okay, right. Our first word that we are going to pop on our Fred fingers is the word quick. So every time you do one of these words, try and decide, is it a real word or is it a monster word? And see if you can tell your adult what you think it is. Okay, I have got my glue on my fingers today. Are we ready? The first word is quick. Ick. Ick. Can you have a go at building the word quick with your sound cards? Off you go. I'm going to get mine. If I can find all my sounds. Ooh. It's a bit tricky at the end stakes. We've got another special friend that we need to pop on there. Okay, can you tell me what sound we need at the beginning of quick? Qu, ick, qu. Well done, everybody. Make sure you've got your special friend at the beginning. Qu, I for insect. Well done. And listen to that final sound. Qu, ick. Now, this is a little bit tricky because we have got our single k sounds, our k for caterpillar and our k for kangaroo, but when it comes at the end, we sometimes have a curly k for caterpillar and a kicking k for kangaroo, and this is our special friend. So I'm going to put my special friend at the end of my word quick. Can you see that? Oh, can't quite hold them all. There we go. Okay. Then let's sound out our word today. Ready? Quick. Quick. Well done. Can you whisper it? Quick. Quick. Super. Okay. We are now going to build our next word, which is quit. Quit. Ready? Quit. Quit. Off you go. When you have done this, can you see if you can come and help me build my word quit? Are you ready? Quit. What's this first sound? Have you got your qu at the beginning? Well done. What's the second sound? It is our if for insect. Great job. And our last sound, it for tower. Let's sound it out. Can you do it in a really happy voice? Quit. Can you do it in a bit of a worried voice? Quit. We don't want anybody to quit, do we? No, especially not at the moment. And our last word is going to have, I'm just going to write it on my board again, our special friend qu and our special friend k in today, okay? Because it's used at the end of the word. Going to pop it on my board there. It is what the ducks do. Quack. Ready? Quack. Quack. Off you go. Can you build the word quack? When you have had a turn, can you come and help me build my word quack? Are you ready? What's the first sound in quack? Quack. Well done. I've got my sound there. Let's see what my second sound is. A for apple. Great job, everybody. And my last sound, qu, a, k. And remember, it is my special friend, k, that I put with my, let me see if I can hold them all up together, that I put with my k to make the word quack, quack. Let's sound it out all together. Ready? Quack, quack. Can you whisper it? Quack, quack. Well done. Right, I'm going to put all these sound cards down now. I'm going to get my board and we are going to practice spelling a few words with all the different sounds we have learned over the last few weeks. My first word today is chop. Are we ready? Ch, o, p, ch, o, p. Off you go, have a go at writing the word chop. When you've had a turn at writing the word chop, come back and see if you can help me. What's my first sound in chop? Ch, o, p, ch. It is, it's my special friend. I'm going to write it here. We have to curl around that caterpillar and then go head to hoof and over its back. And I'm going to put my line with my sound button so that I know they just make one sound. Let's see what my next sound is in chop. Ch, o for orange. So I go all the way around the orange and I put my sound button below it. My last sound, can you hear what it is? Ch, o, p. Super. Put my p for pirate at the end, down the pirate. And up around his face, and I put a sound button below it. Let's sound it out to always check that you have written what you think you've written. Chop. Chop. Do you think chop is a real word or a monster word? It is a real word, is chop. Okay. Next word. Put your thread fingers up. Make sure you've got your sticky glue on so those sounds don't fall off it. We don't want anybody losing those sounds. And we are going to use another special friend today, one that we practiced a few days ago, and it makes two sounds sometimes. In some words it makes th, and in other words it makes a th sound. Today it is going to make our th sound because our word today is thin. Let's put our word on our fingers. Th, n. Th, have a go at building your word thin on your books or in your or on your boards. And you've had a go. Can you come and help me with it? So I have got three sounds. What is my first sound in? Th, n. Well done. Can you remember what two letters make a special friend? We have to go down the tower and across, head to hoof, and over its back. We put a line and a dot below to show it makes one sound. My next sound, it's like if insect, I go down the insect and dot the head. And let's have a look at my final sound, down obby and over the net, and I put my sound button there. Let's see if it says thin, everybody. Thin. Well done if you got that one right. And my last one has got another special friend at the end. So this makes a z sound, but when it is at the end of a word, we don't have just one. We have two of them together to make one sound. So my word is fuzz. Let's sound it out. F, z. F, z. Can you have a go at writing your word fuzz? Then come back here and we will do it all together. Are we ready? We have got three sounds in fuzz. F, z. What's that first sound? It is our for flower. We have to go around the flower, down the stem. We draw the roots and then the leaves, and then we put your sound button below it. What's our next sound? F, for umbrella, down the umbrella, up the umbrella, and draw the puddle. And what is my last sound? F, z. And remember, it is a special friend. Z. So there's not only one, there is two together. Let's sound it out. F, z. Fuzz. Can you say it in an excited voice? Fuzz. Fuzz. Do you think that is a real or a monster word? It is actually a real word. It sounds a bit like a monster word, but it is a real word. Okay, girls and boys, it is now time for your ditty. I'm going to tell you what ditty you're on today so your grown-up can find the images on Tapestry and you can read them on there, okay? We have got the book today called On Top. Okay, so about lots of different animals and you will find out what they are getting up to. So please remember to read your speed sounds and your vowel sounds at the beginning of the story. You should be getting very good at this and I bet you can go super speedy. After this, remember to read your green words and your red words. And with your red words, if you're finding them tricky, then please practice them on your stars that you got given at the beginning of the year in your reading pack. If you can't find these, then just message me on Tapestry and I will send you some over. And finally, when you are reading your sentences, remember, read it once and then read it again with your expression in your storyteller's voice. Because I know when you get read your bedtime story, mums and dads and other grown-ups that might read them to you do not read them in their robot voice, do they? They read them in their storyteller's voice. Okay, we have got a tricky sentence today, which I'm just looking at. It has got 5 words in it. So put all your fingers in that glue so we can stick these words onto there and then we can remember what they are. It is the fox gets on top. The fox gets on top. Let's clap it. The fox gets on top. The fox gets on top. Let's put it in your head. The fox gets on top. The fox gets on top. Let's click it in the air. The fox gets on top. If you want to jump up and stamp it, you can stamp it as well. You can go, the fox gets on top. You could even jump. You go, the fox gets on top. Are we ready? Pop it on your fingers. The fox gets on top. Now we need to remember when we are writing, we need our capital letters, our finger spaces and our full stops. Guess what is at the beginning of my sentence? It is my blue pen, which means it is a tricky word. Shall we see which tricky word it is? The fox gets on top. It's my tricky word, the, and if it's a tricky word, we can't sound it out, can we, girls and boys? So we are going to sing our tricky word song for the, and remember we use the letter names for our tricky words, not the sounds, because we can't sound it out. Are we ready? Old MacDonald had a word, the, T-H-E, T-H-E, the. Shall we have a look and see if we can write it? Okay, so my first word is my tricky word, the, and in my song it said it was T, H and E. Can you think what they look like? And we need our capital letter, capital T, H, E. Can you see that tricky word? Well done, girls and boys. Let's see what word we need next. The fox gets on top. The fox. Now we've got 3 sounds in fox. What's our first sound? F, ox, f, ox. We have got our f for fox to begin with, but we need a finger space. And then we're going to write our f round the flower, down the stem and draw the leaves. What's next in my word fox? F, oh, well done. My off for orange. And then let's look at our last sound. F, oh, x, 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 x. Remember you go down across, down across. Let's read what we've written. The fox, what's that next word? Let's have a think. The fox gets on top. The fox gets. Now this is a bit of a tricky one because it's got this at the end. So we're going to write the word get and then we are going to write this at the end. Are we ready? Get. Get. Shall we write it? Just here we need our finger space again. Remember, girls and boys, we need our G for girl. We go around her face, up past her earring, down along her and give it a curl. What's next in get? G, Squeeze them in. And what's the last? G, down the tower and across. But that says the fox get, and we need it to say gets. So on the end we need to add a S. So we slither down that snake. So now it says, the fox gets, see what other two words we need. The fox gets on top. The fox gets on. Two sounds. Let's sound it out. On. I'm going to start a new line. If you're not starting a new line, please remember your finger space, because I'm starting a new line. I don't need a finger space at the beginning of my line. So I have my off for orange. And what did I say comes next? Down knobby and over the net. Well done. Let's see what our sentence says now. The fox gets on. What's that last word? The fox gets on top. Three sounds. T-up. T-up. What's that first sound? T-t-t. Put your finger space. We need to go down the tower and across. What's your next sound in top? T-oh. Well done, girls and boys. T-oh. And that last sound, T-oh. For pirates. Go down the pirates and up around his face. Shall we see that we have got 5 words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check. It says the fox gets on top. Read it with me. The fox gets on top. Well done, girls and boys. You've remembered our capital letter, our finger spaces. But what do we need at the end? You've got it. We need our full stop. Well done. We are going to clean our boards because you are going to have a go on your own. I'm just going to stamp it and clap it with you one more time. So, dropping my pens all over now. Jump up. Are we ready? The fox gets on top. Pop it on your fingers. The fox gets on top. Into your heads. The fox gets on top. Good luck, girls and boys. See you tomorrow.